Hi, Sammdandy. Good morning to you. How are you, sir?
After calling me dangerous, well, good morning to you. How's your weekend?
It was pretty interesting. I enjoyed most of it.
Okay,
Pretty
Olive.
good.
Well, mine was good. I was tired. I had a very long weekend, feeling but tired.
Ah,
How are you? Were you at Accra where Wizkid disappointed?
well, I was going to say I wish I was, but thank God I wasn't, right?
Well, I think we should now rebrand Wizkid's name and call him Amaka.
Wow, nice one. That's a good one. All
All
right,
right, talk to us. What's going on?
I will definitely start with that story. Now, over the weekend, Ghanaian fans were outraged after superstar musician Wizkid failed to show up to headline his Accra show, despite tweeting about the event hours before. Now, the Afrobeat star was scheduled to perform at the Accra Sports Stadium on Saturday, December the 10th, alongside R2B's, of course, King Promise and other Ghanaian artists. Now, according to reports, fans of Jojo Legba singer were expecting a 2-hour-long performance after paying between 3,200 Ghana cedis, approximately 280 US dollars, and over 2,000 and more for tables. Now, several fans on Twitter waited till morning but were disappointed, citing issues from bad lighting, poor sound, and terrible organization as more reasons why it was a failed show. Now, let's take a few of the tweets of people, what they put out. Let's look at this. Now, this one says, this certainly will go down as the worst ever music performance to be held in this country. He says, Big Wiz no show up, the whole thing scatter. Mic, sound, lights. Instead of Wizkid, we had DJ Tunes and Pokoli. Well, we do love Pokoli, but unfortunately that happened. This one from Neka says, people leaving at 4:03 a.m. after 12 hours waiting for Wizkid. I feel so bad, I feel sad it's happening in another country, happening in Ghana, a country you residing. This is the peak of one's hubris. And let's take the final one. This one says, the show organizers, it's by Prince P Official. It says the show organizers wanted to kill Wizkid's career and brand. Wizkid live in Accra was a big disaster. Mic was bad, system was so bad, and the stadium was empty because people couldn't get their tickets verified. And you expect Wizkid to show up? Nah. Well, over 24 hours after, Wizkid finally made a statement. Now, the Grammy Award-winning star had this to say in a lengthy post. He says, Ghana is a country I hold so dear to my heart. First and foremost, I want to apologize to all my fans. Y'all know I would never do anything without a serious reasoning behind it. My brand is something I don't joke with. I sincerely apologize to everyone who made the effort to come out for me last night. I was charged up looking forward to doing this show. However, please understand that every decision I made coincided with honoring my fans and would only make a drastic decision like this because it was the right thing to do and I had to. Unfortunately, up until the day of the show, there continued to be safety and production issues that prevented me from putting on a high-quality show that my fans deserve. My team and myself are working on delivering a show to my amazing fans in Ghana. It will be just us, me and you. Dates and details soon. Love you, he says. Interesting. Now, hopefully this is enough to keep fans at bay. While it's unclear if this complimentary show would be free for all Ghanaian fans or for those who had paid heavy for the failed Accra show. But I'll certainly keep you updated as more details come out about that one. But meanwhile, organizers of the event, Live Hub Nation, have since released an apology note and promised attendees a refund. Now, their statement also revealed that Wizkid breached his contractual obligation. Now, would they be taking legal actions? Would they be suing or anything? I saw that someone is even saying get Wizkid arrested and the likes. Also, we'll also have to wait to find out. I'm not sure exactly what the agreement must have been. They never put out a statement, of course, of a signed deal between, the organizers and Wizkid. But we'll see how this pans out, especially since he's announced a complimentary show. But now let's move to international scene, where global music streaming platforms Spotify and Apple Music have removed R. Kelly's Prison album, I Did It. Now, the one-time heavyweight American musician Robert Sylvester Kelly, popularly known as R. Kelly, is a sex offender convicted of racketeering and multiple sex offenses. Now, according to reports, the 13-song Prison album features tracks titles like I Found Love, Good Old Days, and Freaky Sensation, which reveals the numerous accusations that have been leveled against him over the years. Now, although Kelly's team have said the singer is, and I quote, having intellectual property stolen from him, and that neither him nor his entourage was responsible for this release. Well, Sony Music, the company in charge of R. Kelly's music rights, claims that the album had only been temporarily and secretly made public, indicating that it had been a bootleg. Now, sources say that some of the tracks on the album dates back to 2018, but have only existed on SoundCloud until today. Now, it's unclear who's responsible for the release, but recall that in 2018, Spotify and other platforms made the call to stop promoting his music following allegations. Now, before the now 55-year-old singer was found guilty in September 2021 to serve a 30 years sentence. Well, people are asking, did he record some of these songs right there in prison? Well, he did say that he has no idea, and his team has also said the same thing. So who is responsible? Are they trying to make money of R. Kelly? Well, only God knows who has the answers to this one. But I have to ask you, the Wizkid show, what are your thoughts about this? Him not showing up after people are paid a ton of money to be there. I'm talking 280, US dollars. That's a lot of money. What are your thoughts?
It's just like showing up for a job interview, or not showing up for a job interview after you've been, or not addressing or communicating with your people. I'm taking the conversation somewhere else.
So for me, first of all, there's no artist in the world I'm waiting 8 hours for, or 12 hours. I don't care who you are.
It's not even possible.
I don't care how much I paid either.
Unless you're Michael Jackson, who of course is no more. That's
exactly. Maybe Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah, but even that, at some point I'm going to go home because I don't think anybody's worked that way. But aside that, I'm very careful with analyzing these stories because I want to hear exactly what happened. Nobody really has been able to say anything aside the fact that he didn't show up, which is fact, he didn't show up. But I would really like to understand better what happened. I saw a video of someone complaining that one of the reasons is because maybe the stadium wasn't full. They had bad technical production, sound, all of that was not well set up.
Right.
A video was made by a Ghanaian, and he was saying the reason a lot of people didn't show up because the economy in Ghana is bad and tickets were too damn expensive and people couldn't afford them. That's why they didn't show up. And he also, maybe because of this international celebrity that he is, wouldn't show up in a half-packed stadium. So I don't know. I want to know what the truth is before I can say anything. Really
honestly, I remember having a conversation with a couple of people as well over the weekend, and it seemed like a big argument between how the shows are being put out. Now, from what people say, from most of these platforms, what happens is, there's an agreement. Okay, you own the event, you come and perform, I'll pay you ahead, and then, the organizer will take responsibility of course, filling up the stadium, And according to these people, sometimes these musicians are not even aware of the prices, or maybe they don't even care. They've been paid. They don't care how much fans are being charged to come. And I'm going to cite, of course, Ashake's upcoming concert. A lot of people talked about the pricing. And Ashake never made any statement about it being expensive. So does he know? Is he not aware?
Of course, he now knows. Everyone's been tweeting about it and saying, you are going to stand for 70,000. Everyone's been tweeting about it. Anyway, for me, I would take Osage's side as well and say that I'd like to hear Wizkid's side of the story. But also in situations like this, where as an artist, you've been unfortunately unable to hold up your own end of the contract. Right. It's always important for the artist to address the fans. It is the fans that make the artist a celebrity. You are never bigger than the fans. In that case, address them and apologize. Let them know why you couldn't hold up your end of the divide. So I'm certainly hoping that Wizkid speaks on this one and speaks pretty soon.
Well, he did speak. It's just a very weakly worded statement that he put out. But anyway, thanks a lot, Sammdandy. Great to see you once again, and thanks for these stories.
Thank you for having me.